Okay, I thought I would do a video today to talk about kind of an obscure handgun that's out there that not a lot of folks know about, and I kind of happened into it and had to do a lot of research since I've had it, and I thought I'd make a video. Hopefully this helps some folks out who maybe come across it at some point in the future. But that is the gun on the bottom, which is the FN High Power. And what specifically makes this different than a standard high power is the SFS system, which stands for Safety Fast Shooting. And I know FN sold these in the United States at least in 2002 and 2003. That's the only 2 years I know that they actually sold these. And I'll kind of show you the difference between a standard high power, which I have on top. I've already made a video on that, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the difference, and I'll show you. Let's start with that. So this was John Moses Browning's last design before he died, and he never even saw it completed. It is still a combat sidearm for a lot of militaries, including the British in the world. So traditional on the high power is it's a single action only gun. And let me go ahead and say both these firearms have been checked for clear, and they are. So the Browning high power, if you don't have the hammer cocked, you're going to get no action in the trigger, and you can't engage the safety. Once you cock the hammer, you can engage the safety, pull the safety down, and it's going to be in single action, and it'll release the hammer. Now the SFS system is a little different. So it is a single action only gun, so you're not going to get anything here, and you can cock the hammer. This is a little bit more difficult. You cock the hammer, you cannot engage the safety. And the reason for that is because when you push the hammer down, it automatically engages the safety. And that's really the essence of the SFS system. So say you were carrying this and you wanted to come off safety, it automatically throws that hammer back and you're in single action again. So if you wanted to reset the safety, you push it forward, the safety is engaged, pull that safety down, and you're ready to fire. Now, from my research, the reason that FN decided to adopt the system was for a lot of local police, actually, or police in the United States. And the reason for that is because they didn't want to have officers with a single action only gun. And so that basically eliminated the high power, the 1911, things like that. So they came out with this system, which technically is not a single action only. It's basically you're sitting with the hammer down while you have it on safe. When you pull the safe off, it brings it into a single action, and you're going to get the same consistent trigger pull. So it's a little different. And for those who've watched my videos before, or those who are familiar, you may recognize that feature because FN actually adopted that from Daewoo, who produces the DP51 for the Koreans, and also produces this gun, the Lionheart LH9. So you can see here, I cock the hammer, I can push that forward, and even though when I disengage the safety, it's basically the same. So you pull on that trigger lightly, and it puts it back into single action only mode. So that's just kind of a neat fact about it, and that's kind of where they got that feature from. They actually licensed that from Daewoo, and they produced this gun. Overall, my feelings on it is it a big improvement over a standard high power? No. Is it kind of a neat feature? Yes. And I can say one definitive fact I like about the SFS versus the standard high power is the hammer is much kinder on the web of your hand. On a standard high power, it eats my hand up. The hammer does, at least, because that spur hammer just digs in every time it cycles. And on the SFS, you've got less hammer. You're not getting that pelting on your web of your hand, so that's kind of nice. Now, even though FN does not produce these firearms anymore, you can get the kit itself, the Safety Fast Shooting system, from Cylinder and Slide. I know they used to offer the kit by itself as a standalone. I don't know if they still do that anymore. I think you have to basically send your gun into them, and I think they do the upgrade on it, and I think that runs around $300 to $350. So if you're looking for something a little different, maybe try to find one of these on the used market, which is difficult, or go to Cylinder and Slide, give them a call, see what they can do, if that's something that interests you. And hopefully this video helps you guys out. If you have any questions, put them below and I'll try to answer them. As I said, I did a lot of research on this once I got it, and it's just a pretty cool little feature, something not seen very often. So hopefully that helps you folks out. Thanks.